Oh, child, it's nice out here today. Mhm. Well, this is kind of, you know how I do. I really don't go live on this channel as much at all. It's kind of impromptu. I got off a little early today. Was supposed to, you know how kids are. One minute they got something to do, another minute it changes up just like that. So, um, whatever it was, I didn't have to basically pick up my daughter today. So, she's taken care of. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna jump on live for a minute and just give a little update for everybody. Hey, sis, wasn't expect for you to be up in here. I wouldn't expect for nobody to be up in here. I was just gonna make like a little quick mini update, because I've had some people, because a lot of people, oh, thank you, Stacey. I always love to see you live. I like to be up in your bushes. I like to be in your chats. So, but yeah, today, oh Lord, today was a rough day. But you know how something, it just seems like something that, I don't know, I'm trying to word it the right way, but I feel like because of how today was, it just kind of pushes me and motivates me, if that makes any sense, to um, go in the direction that I'm thinking of and to do what I've always wanted to do, and not to let financial constraints or anything like that hinder me from trying to walk in my purpose and stay positive and keep on pushing towards the goal, which the ultimate goal, which, most of the people that, like most of my subscribers, a lot of times they don't drop down in comments and all that type of stuff. They always hit me through that good old fashioned email. Um, but I was basically coming on to say that I, uh, before I before I had, you guys already know, I had came on because I was mad at YouTube, honey. I was ready. Boy, I tell you, if YouTube was a physical person, I probably would have suplexed their asses. I ain't lying. That's how mad I was at YouTube. I mean, so seriously, YouTube, it would been like baddies. YouTube's would caught these hands. Seriously, that's how I was feeling about YouTube. But they have a warning on this channel because I got a hater. Hi, hater, because I know you're gonna replay and listen to this. Whoever it was, and you know how people think you don't know, or you don't have the ability to find out who and what and when and where and why and how. But I think that goes to show that you never know who you running up on YouTube. Plus the content creator eyes. And everybody knows that I am CIA, I am FBI. I have tools and ways to find out things, and I see people that don't even realize I see them, and it's no joke. So this person in particular, from what I could see and from what I know, basically was going under my content and flagging every single thing they could. I'm talking about flagging. And of course, if you get enough flags, or even if your stuff comes up on the review and it pops back up, or let's say even if your stuff comes up on the review, um, and they say, hey, we deemed whatever accusation incredible, not credible, and we're going to put your content back up, or however they say it. The fact that someone would do that will automatically kind of trip the AI up, or the AI is like, okay, we got to see why this person. Hey, young Reyes, how you doing, honey? That it would trip the AI up, and AI is already causing problems as far as them going in and like messing with people's chats, comments, messing with people's access, flagging them for videos that they shouldn't be flagged in, because there's no reason why my video of a runway where someone is showing a little bit of cleavage actually gets taken down, and then you turn around and see someone who has a video with booty chicks on full display, and their content's still up getting thousands of views. YouTube, I'm gonna need you to do better. But anyway, I ain't come on here for that. I came on here basically to let my subscribers know that I have officially started dropping content on a new channel. Um, and I will be posting probably the links shortly after this live on the channel that I really just got up and running right now, which is called Melanin and Moonlight. Um, and I'm thoroughly surprised because at the advice of my creative director, aka TSM Rapper Fan Page, aka Fanny, aka Miss Me, um, aka Miss Unbothered. At the advice of her, she was like, you know, she actually put it in my brain, like, go and check out other platforms. And because you know how you get so used to using a certain platform, especially when you know the mechanics of it, the ins and out, you know how to manipulate, it, you know how to do what you do to get what you need out of it. Which, I was loyal up and down to YouTube. But I've just launched Melanin and Moonlight. I think I started the channel, it just came to me. Like, and I just went ahead and designed my backdrop, did all my stuff. I had listened to another content creator who told me um that, hey, Miss Helen, I appreciate you for showing up. I had listened to another content creator who I was already over in that part of YouTube, which is basically with the audiobooks and all that type of stuff. And I kept on seeing like all these different type of stories and stuff, mini stories or mini series and things like that nature. It's already blowing up on YouTube for channels that have been on there quite a bit, and for some channels are basically a year into it. And it seems like all of them are rotating like the same type of stories and things of that nature. So I said, well, I'm gonna do the same thing, put my little spin on it because I'm a creative and that's what we do. So I went ahead and created, and I created it like um on the 9th of this month. And I had another channel before that I had created, and it's called Story to Story AI. Um, because I do use AI in order to build visuals, in order to um just basically to build visuals. That's what I primarily use it for, and to turn those visuals into like live just you know video concepts. So that's what I've been doing. And for Story to Story, AI is a little bit more intricate, so it's going to take me a little bit more time to build that one, because I'm going to be dealing with a lot of things, science fiction, horror, that type of stuff, because I'm in fantasy, because I'm interested in that, and that's primarily going to be on that channel. But Melanin and Moonlight is for the sisters, so please, people, don't be offended. But truthfully speaking, I ain't gonna lie, I don't care if you're offended or not, because our art is beautiful. So um, I'm gonna do what I do. But Melanin and Moonlight primarily focuses on um, Black women dating basically different types of men culturally, just basically showing you romance stories, love stories, things outside the box, just a lot. It's gonna have a lot on it. So right now, I'm doing a series that is going to be based on three women who work out of the same hotel. And they're going to, and of course, their stories are separate right now, but it's going to come together in a bigger story, which is going to turn into like a long form content idea, depending on how they do when, as I'm posting. But I'm seeing a lot more engagement on Facebook. I'm seeing a lot more engagement on TikTok. I'm even seeing some engagement picking up on Instagram. And I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm starting to pick up some followers and stuff, and I'm not advertising anything. I'm just straight just posting content. I'm just tagging it with relative hashtags, and I'm putting it up. Which is basically like the same thing I do on YouTube. So and YouTube, I'm getting some engagement, but not as much as I'm getting on other platforms. And other platforms, my stuff is reaching up into the hundreds. Um, and in which if you have other platforms, I've already linked all the other platforms for Melanin and Moonlight in the title description. So I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook now. Um, and like I said, and of course it gets to be a lot because Facebook active times and everything else is different from when people are active on TikTok. It's different when people are active on YouTube. It's different even when people are active on Instagram. So I have been literally like last night. I haven't been excited to create content in a long time. And one of my biggest issues I had as a creative was the audio part of it, which I solved last night. I was even able to do like a little English woman accent on one of my videos, child, but my other ones have just my just my voice. But I'm loving it, and that's what you're supposed to do, even if you don't in the end result, you don't get to where you need to be. You're supposed to love what you do. And I'm glad that I've finally found that back because I'm in a genre or on a side of YouTube that I absolutely love, that I fall asleep every night listening to me a good old sexy story, honey. I don't care what nobody say. But we likes them. I likes them. Us 40 to 60-year-old women's, we likes them because that's all who's been liking my content from what I'm looking at on the analytics. So hey, so that's what I've been doing. I won't be on Real Mamas for a little bit. Now, I have decided to bring one person back. So you will see that person back on YouTube because I'm trying to create, and that idea also came from my creative director, Miss Mimi. So I am officially bringing Blondie back. So Blondie, you will see her pop up on back on Real Mamas. I'm gonna put that up. Hopefully nobody don't try to flag me again, child, on the channel because Blondie Mouth is reckless. Reckless, reckless, reckless. But everybody before, I got good positives. They love the character. So I'm gonna bring her back, which is more of a now I won't say cartoon, but we're gonna give it a spin. I'm gonna bring her little Riri back. I'm bringing all that back, and I'm probably gonna need somebody help in the chat because she got to pick up her character Silver, and we got to do an updated version of Silver. We got to stay true to it, but we got to do an updated character of Silver. And then there's other characters that's a part of that series as well. Because people really, really did like it, and I probably will have to change the theme song because it's copyrighted. So I'll probably have to change the theme song to that, but I write music too, so I don't think that's gonna be a big issue. So that's probably the mini updates that I have right now. Like I said, Story to Story to AI probably won't launch until the middle part to late next week. Right now, on Melanin and Moonlight, I have 3 stories rotating per day. So we have 3 stories, and I have others that's going to rotate after that, but that's after these series are completed, and I can see like what people like and what people don't like, um, because that's important to me. I don't want to just push out anything, and if and I do listen to people's opinions. Do I let it define me? No, but I do take that in account because they are your subscribers. So if they are your subscribers, you're supposed to listen to what they say and take what they say into an account, but don't get it twisted. If you're rude, if you're coming over just to throw insults and do a whole bunch of different stuff, the 2 people that's in the chat, Miss Helen and TSM Rapper fan page and Unbother Mimi, they will be mods on the other channel as well as soon as I set it up on back end. And I'm gonna tell them to handle business as necessary because I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna let nobody else get disrespected, and I'm not gonna be disrespected. My mom's not gonna be disrespected. So that doesn't change. I don't care what platform I go to. That does not and never ever will it change. I give you what you give me. And I'm gonna leave it at that because we're not little kids on this platform. We're grown ass men and women. We should know how to act accordingly. And I have 4 children that I have to raise. I should not have to come on YouTube and raise Mo. And yes, I said Mo. My country said Mo. So anyway, be on the lookout tonight. If you wind up going over to Melanin and Moonlight and subscribing, be on the lookout for another story that's dropping at 6 and another one that's dropping at 10:30. It's 3 different stories. And every single day is going to be an update or another episode of those stories. And right now they're shorts. And then at the end of the 30 days, after I finish running all the shorts, then I will let my subscribers go ahead and vote which one they want me to turn into a whole complete you know, story or a whole complete series, which that gets into more detailed breakdown, the mechanics of everything, the whole history of whatever is going on with that particular story. So that's all I have right now. I'm about to get up off of here because I stayed on here for longer than I thought, which always happens. Um, like I said, don't forget to subscribe to Melanin and Moonlight. Also, I will drop my story AI a little later. You don't have to subscribe to that because there's no content on there right now. And I wouldn't, I'm just never been that type of content creator to be like, I know I ain't got none on there right now, but you can go ahead and subscribe. No, you got the freedom to do whatever you want to do and go wherever you want to do and watch whoever you want to watch. And I am very appreciative to those who do watch my content and watch it all the way through and email me if they haven't seen me for a while or if they're interested in a story that I did or anything like that. Like I said, I'm appreciative. So click that like button, share me out and subscribe still because Real Mamas is still gonna be here. She's just doing a hiatus because I got a hater and hater last name Jefferson hater. Yeah, it's like that. Like I said, you don't never know who you mess with on YouTube, who got the skills to find out who you are. But I don't know what crawled up your butt or what made you mad about my content or who maybe put a bug in your back to do so. But just know, I know. And you know I know. Until then, bye.